Hello there and welcome to this audio recording. My name is Loran Northey and I'd like you now just to go and find somewhere that's you can sit down or lay down where you won't be disturbed. So please turn your mobile phones off, shut the door behind you and just allow yourself to either sit or lay somewhere that's just relaxed. You can have a bit of time for yourself, even if you think that you find it hard to relax, then that's fine. You can just sit there and listen, and the effects will be the same. Please, no listening to this if you're driving or operating any machinery. It's purely for you just to have some time to yourself. And no special skills are needed. All you need to do is just sit down or lay down now. Probably it's best if you close your eyes because it allows you to concentrate inwardly that little bit better. And just listen to my voice. And I know that you can do that now. So go ahead, make yourself comfortable. That's right. Now, I'd like you to just take a really deep breath in now. And just be aware of that air as it just reaches inside your body. That's right, and now just let it go. And if you haven't done so before, now's probably a good time for you to close your eyes and just be aware of that breath as it comes into your body. And then as it leaves your body, that's right. Breathing in, breathing out. And as you're doing that now, you're becoming more inwardly aware, more inward focused. Just be aware now of your imagination. And just imagine now an enhanced imagination, because you can do that now. And just imagine that there's a wonderful ball of light that's just above your head. Now it might be gold, it could be silver, perhaps it's blue or even pink. It is whatever colour you want it to be. Just go ahead and imagine that wonderful, healing, relaxing ball of light just above your head. Now I want you to just imagine that that ball of light has just moved down that little bit, so it's just resting on the top of your head. And now it moves just that little bit further down and just smooths out all of those lines across your forehead. That's right, that energy just relaxing your mind as it moves even deeper now, just down past your eyes. As it relaxes and smooths all those tiny little muscles all around your eyes. Moving slowly now down, those little cheek muscles. Just smoothing and relaxing as it goes. As it travels now down to your jawline, and just be aware now of your jaw just slackening that little bit more, where that ball of light relaxes, softens and lengthens all those tiny little muscles around your jaw. Just allowing your jaw to slacken. As a relaxation, that ball of light now moves slowly a little bit further down as it reaches the back of your neck and just rests there for a moment. As it rests there, it lengthens and softens those muscles in the back of your neck, and just make sure that your head's in a comfortable position. That's right. And now it just lengthens out as it moves and smooths across your shoulder blades, gently massaging those muscles across the back of your shoulders as it goes. And then it breaks off into two little balls of light as it travels, caressing, relaxing, lengthening, softening those muscles as it moves down each arm, past your elbows now, to the lower part of your arm as it relaxes and softens. And perhaps your arms are a little bit heavier, or maybe they're lighter as it goes. And as those balls of light, they reach your hands, they just break off into tiny little donuts of light, and what they do is they cover every finger and every thumb, and as they massage down every finger, every thumb, all the stress that's been caught in your body just flies out the end of your fingertips. That's right. Any and all negative emotion, any stress, any anxiety is just massaged out. That's right. Out of your fingertips. And now, just imagine that ball of light again at your shoulders. It's big and it's smooth and it's just resting there, relaxing your shoulders. That's right. And just be aware now as it moves gently down your torso, smoothing, relaxing. That's right. As it moves down and gently relaxes and softens all those muscles in your tummy and the base of your back. And if you've done this correctly, you'll just feel your body just slumping, relaxing even deeper into whatever it is that you're resting upon. You become aware of the air against your face. It feels smooth. That's right. And now, that ball of light just rests on your pelvic area. Just relaxing all apart from the top of your head down to your pelvic area. That's right. Your body relaxed. That's right. And now that donut of light breaks into two parts again. And those two parts just move gently down. The tops of your legs just relaxing, softening, lengthening those muscles as it moves down the top of your legs. That's right. Past your knees now, and you'll just be aware of your legs as they sink that little bit deeper into whatever it is that you're sleeping or sitting on. That's right. And now I want you to be aware of those balls of light as they move down past your calf muscles. That's right. Down to your ankles and now through the soles of your feet. Just relaxing all of those tiny little muscles in your feet. And again, that donut of light, they just breaks off into tiny little donuts as they massage and lengthen each of your toes. Just massaging out any stress, just like your fingers. That's it. And now I just want you to imagine that because you are now relaxed from the tip of your head to the tips of your toes, that ball of light just encompasses you like a bubble. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, you're now in a wonderful bubble of relaxation. That's right. Wonderful, wonderful bubble of relaxation where your body can relax and your mind can relax also. Your conscious mind can just dream and drift and dream. Your body can rejuvenate, regenerate, and revitalise itself while it's resting comfortably in this bubble of light and energy. And your unconscious mind, for your own safekeeping, will come forward and it will take on board any and all suggestions, any and all positive suggestions that are made here today for your highest and best good. Your unconscious mind will be able to make the changes suggested correctly, permanently and properly, whilst allowing your conscious mind to dream and drift and dream, and your body to completely relax now. That's right. And in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and with each number you're going to become even more relaxed than you are right now. 1, deeper relaxed. 2, going deeper still. 3, deeper down. 4, even deeper. 5, down to total relaxation. Safe and secure in your bubble of relaxation. Your unconscious mind ready and eager to make the changes that you want to make right now. So, you've decided you're going to do something about fixing this problem, this habit, getting rid of this habit, and I would like to tell you that I'm quite impressed by your willingness to do so, because it isn't easy to admit you need help. It isn't easy to admit that you've failed to correct the problem yourself, or that you've failed to correct the problem yet. But it's clear to me that you have the ability to do so, because the people who cannot do not go to the trouble or expense of doing something about it. They just keep telling themselves that it's silly to seek help, to do something they could do overnight. They really put their mind to it, which of course they never remember to do. Because you have come here and listened here today, because you really want to get help, because you really want to get rid of that habit, and you've decided the time is now to rid yourself of this unwanted habit. It's certainly not too late, and I know you can change, and I know you can stop that behaviour, because I've seen what people can do, where there is even a program that helps schizophrenics, psychotics and people who are brain damaged too, and learn how to manage their behaviour, which is very difficult for them. A simple program designed by Dr. Zek. It contains, well, nothing more than writing down what they want to change and then writing down the steps involved, the specific things that they need to do to accomplish their goal. Then they write down why. They write down why they should and the benefits of that change, and many as they can think of. They write them down, and then each day they look at that thing that they want to do. They look at the specific steps involved, and they look at why they want to do it, and to remind themselves, and all this writing down is necessary for them, absolutely necessary, because they can't remember from one day to the next and what it is they're meant to do, or why they wanted to do it, or what they needed to do to accomplish that goal. They can't remember it because they're handicapped in some way, which makes it a pleasure working with you, because I know that you will remember what you want to do and why to do it and how to do it. So I don't have to make you write it all down in detail and look at it every day, except in your mind, your unconscious mind, perhaps. I can just ask you to think it through and define what you want to do exactly. To look at how to do it exactly, what you need to do each moment of every day. And I know that you will remember it thoroughly later on. I also know that if Dr. Erickson were here today, you would tell me that I really don't need to tell you that you won't do that anymore, that you'll find it easier not to do it, because now you know what you're not going to do, and you know how to not do it, all by yourself, reminding yourself. But he may say to you in a way that would reach into your unconscious and create an irresistible response that no matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to do that habit you no longer want to do again, in exactly the same way or at all, without noticing how unpleasant it seems to make you feel, which you'd probably overlooked before or forgot all about, but not as much as forgetting as the people I mentioned before who have a disability in that arena, which is why they write it down, which reminds me of a man I saw on TV who forgot to live his life. He went to work every day, he stayed home every night, he saved money for his retirement, when he would finally do what he wanted. But when he retired, he found out he had cancer, only a few months left to live, and he cried and he talked and said he'd wasted his entire life putting off what he wanted to do, ruined by forgetting to pay attention to what he did each day, and to give himself strict orders to take care of himself now, to be good to himself now, which is not the same as being forced to eat your spinach or told never to give yourself a treat. But some people have to write it down before they get the point that now is the time to do what you can do or cannot do, that you have decided to do for you, so you can leave all your negative thoughts behind. You can leave those unwanted habits behind in the past where they belong. The memory of an ability to find a different way to do those things for you that it used to do but can't do now anymore, because now if you do it, you'll be doing it on purpose, and that's not the same, is it? So I'd rather you stop now. And remember to keep on stopping, but you may prefer to stop tonight at bedtime, or an hour from now, just so you can remind yourself what it is that you can remember that those other poor people had to write down before they did it successfully. So of course, so can you, will you not? In a moment, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And with each number, you're going to become more and more aware, more and more alert, and more awake. With the number 1, you're going to be completely alert, completely awake, and completely without desire for that old habit that you used to do once in your past. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, coming back into the room, 1, wide awake, feeling really good about yourself, habit 3.